Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. And today we're going to be talking about Libra season. Libra season begins on the 23rd of September, ushering in the fall equinox in the northern hemisphere of the world, and of course in the southern hemisphere of the world, the spring equinox. As I am located in the northern hemisphere personally, you may hear me refer to it as the fall equinox, and if I do so, just understand that that's because of my perspective and what I'm experiencing in my end of the world. Libra season goes until the 23rd of October, when we transition into Scorpio season and all of those beautiful witchy vibes. But first, we're working with this energy of Libra. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Libra energy here, what we can expect, what we're working through, traditionally speaking, as we move through Libra season. And then we're going to go through the highlights of the energetic points and the major alignments of planets, the portals, all of that. And then we're going to pull a few cards and see what extra messages we can get for Libra season. So as we are working with a cardinal sign, each of the cardinal signs initiates a different season. As we mentioned, this is in the northern hemisphere, the fall solstice, or equinox rather, sorry. And in the southern hemisphere, this is the spring equinox. So we have that beautiful change of season energy in the air. We are beginning something. We are working with cardinal air here. And this is, if we're moving through the zodiac wheel, this is the second air sign that we encounter. So as we moved through that first air sign, Gemini, which rules the third house, we had that beginning energy of beginning to understand that there are other people in the world, and to begin interacting with those people, asking questions, having conversations, right? That is the energy of Gemini, when we begin discovering the other. As we move now into the second air sign, we are working with this energy of deepening those relationships and those connections to others. The questions get deeper, the conversations get deeper, the ways that we begin to attach ourselves to certain people, so to speak. That energy becomes more pronounced. Libra rules the seventh house, which is the house of relationship. And then, of course, as we continue through the air signs, as we move into Aquarius, with that 11th house, we have this energy of broadening that from our intimate relationships with Libra to our wider relationships and networks with Aquarius. But right now we're working on that energy within the seventh house. So we can expect relationships and partnerships to be a major theme. And remember, the seventh house does not just rule intimate romantic relationships, although that is a major highlight of this house and the energy of Libra. It also rules business partnerships, really close, intimate friendships. Any of these types of interactions with others can be viewed through the lens of the 11th, or the 7th house rather. The 7th house also is known by some as the house of open enemies. And so it's not just our relationships with the people we get along with, but also with the people that we don't, and very openly so. And so we're gonna see a lot of working through and moving through these energies, the nuances of our relationships. Remember, when we are working with Libra energy, we are also working with its opposing sign, which is Aries. They share an axis. They are polarizing or equalizing forces, if you will, two sides of the same coin. And if you guys want to learn more about the 6 axes of the zodiac and how we balance those energies, check out the course that I did on that for Synchronicity University. The information on how to purchase that from me is in the description box below. I am also getting ready to be teaching another course for Synchronicity University in a couple weeks here. On October 7th, I'm going to be teaching a course on critical degrees. And I do believe you can still sign up. Maybe not, actually. The September speaker series is already underway, which is what that class is a part of. But it will become available for purchase after a certain length of time through me. Right now, it will be, I believe, still available for purchase through Nadia Shaw and Synchronicity University. And then eventually I'll list it along with the 6 Axes of the Zodiac course. So very honored and humbled to be teaching for Synchronicity University again, and really looking forward to that class for any of you who did sign up for that. We're going to have a good time. So getting back to what we're discussing here, we're working with that axis. All right, this is the axis of identity. It is the axis of relationship. All right, so it's understanding how we forge our identity. Through that sign of Aries, it's like through that self-assertion, right? Really being that priority in our own lives, going at knowing what we want, what we desire, and going after it. When we're working with the energy of Libra, we're forging our identity more through the lens of the other. And so Libras and people who have strong Libra in their charts are going to have an energy, especially if they have certain planets like Venus in Libra, Moon in Libra, Sun in Libra, Libra rising. They're going to learn and understand a lot about themselves through their relationships with other people, because what is a better teacher than a relationship, right? It teaches us about our wounds. It teaches us about our triggers. It teaches us where it is that we could stand to grow, as well as, so many other things, right? Compromise, tolerance, compassion. And these are all qualities of Libra, or that Libra seeks to cultivate and express within oneself. The shadow side of Libra when it comes to relationships is the tendency toward codependency. That's a nice rhyme there, right? The tendency toward codependency and other types of pitfalls there. It is the energy of people pleasing sometimes, which we know is a symptom of codependency. But there's a lot of beautiful energies to Libra too. While Libra may often sacrifice themselves in order to keep the peace, in order to keep things moving, because Libra is the ultimate diplomat, right? It is also the ultimate mediator. So if you have a Libra in your life, they are probably the ones that you call when you're having a disagreement with somebody and you need somebody to come in and help somebody see both sides, because they're really good at seeing all sides of a situation, which makes them ultimately, you would think, great decision makers. However, because they see so much, they can take forever weighing the pros and the cons. So sometimes they need to call upon that opposing energy of Aries, who shares that their axis, as we said, to help with that energy of decisiveness. I feel like I started to ramble there. Let me backtrack a little bit and see if I can figure out what I was getting at there. So we're talking about this energy with Libra of being the diplomat, being the peacemaker, the mediator. And these are, of course, the energies when Libra is in alignment. All right, when Libra is able to find that true solution, because one of Libra's ultimate aims is to learn the art of compromise without compromising the self. We talk about this all the time. There's so many empaths and people on here who struggle with these energies of people pleasing and codependency, who struggle with these energies of boundaries. Libra is definitely one of the signs, along with Pisces, that is here to learn and understand boundaries. So really working with that, the art of that, as we move through this season. There's a lot of beautiful energy associated with Libra as well. This is a very artistic, a very creative season. So we have a lot of that energy in the air that we're working with. It is perhaps a very fashionable season. Libra is ruled by Venus. It is very, very good with aesthetics, right? Libras are known to be sharp dressers. They are known to have good taste. And so, like their fellow Tauruses, I might say, also ruled by Venus. And so we really are appreciating some of the finer things in life. This is a time where we really have a good time if we're able to connect with each other through a fine dinner, through a wine tasting, a museum opening, for those of us who drink wine, something like that, right? These energies where we're getting out, we're being social. This energy of kind of seen and being seen is kind of the feel, right? And just really enjoying the beautiful pleasures of what life has to offer. It's a great season to update our wardrobe. Excuse me, sorry. To update our wardrobes. If I cared enough, I would edit that out. But honestly, I really don't. I don't have the time and the energy. So it is what it is. all of those things as well. So those are some of the more fun aspects. If you've been thinking about starting that book or writing that symphony, this is a great time to begin that. But as far as like the healing work goes, a lot of it centers around love, relationships, partnerships. Like we said, partnerships of all kinds. So this is where we may be coming together with like-minded people to start some sort of endeavor, creating a business partnership, creating any type of partnership, or really working through getting to the nuts and bolts of like, all right, how do we work through this? And we're going to feel that energy deepening even more as we move through into Scorpio season, which is Scorpios. Libra is where we begin to connect, right? We see what we have in common. We start falling in love, maybe. And then Scorpio seasons where we get really deep and really raw and naked with each other, vulnerable with each other. So that is what's coming. But right now, it's really about, seeing and understanding, learning about ourselves, the reflection of ourselves that we see in others, the reflection of our wounds, the reflection of our strengths and our weaknesses, how we can cultivate those, how we can work together with those that we are in close relationship with, how we can solve conflicts together, how we can become stronger and more bonded in a way that is, like we said, healthy and just, that's it, really healthy. Not toxic. All right, so that's happening on the 23rd. We're going to move through some more of these dates here. I'm going to look through and just see what sounds interesting. Once again, I'm just kind of going through. If you guys want a great website to get the major alignments of the month, go to astrology.com. They have a really great, what is it called here? This thing that I use for quick reference. Astrology calendar that goes through all of the major dates. I really love it for like a Cliff's Notes version when I don't have time to do all the research. All right. Let's see. Ooh, we have Mercury and Virgo trining Jupiter and Taurus on the 25th. So that's a really great energy for those. If you already know those deep conversations that you need to have with other people, that's a really great date to do that, to really come up with solutions, to come up with ideas, like different ways of addressing different issues. That is a really great day for that. Let's see. 29th, we have the full moon in Aries. So this is going to be, of course, a video all on its own. But here it is where we're talking about that energy of balancing the Libra with the Aries, right? The two energies that share an axis there. And so this is really a full moon, of course, that's going to bring us more deeply into ourselves, that's going to highlight the needs and wants of the individual, that's really going to get us pumped up and ready to go in some respect. And we're going to dig, of course, much more deeply into that as we move closer to that date. Just knowing and understanding, this is where we're really being asked to rely on and tap into our instincts. Our instinctual nature is going to be driving us. And that instinctual nature can tell us, reveal a lot to us about the truth of what it is that we want and desire, what moves us, what holds importance for us. All right. Yeah, and we have a couple aspects as we're moving through these few days. We have Venus and Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus. We also have the Sun and Virgo opposing Saturn and Pisces a couple days before the full moon. So there definitely is an energy as well of restriction to a certain extent, where we may feel boxed in. We may just have that kind of like claustrophobic kind of an energy where we're feeling limited in some way, and we're pushing up against that limitation. Some of our insecurities coming to the surface. And so there's a lot that's being dug up around that time at the end of the month. So just for everybody to be aware of that. And then know that, of course, we are going into preparation for the 1010 portal as we begin moving through the beginning of October. And that will, of course, be a video all on its own as well. That 1010 portal, a lot of times being that powerful, initiating, activating energy, very Aries-like. in the way that it presents, honestly. Let's see. Yep. October 2nd, we have Mercury in Virgo opposing Neptune in Pisces. So expect things to be a little fuzzy, a little foggy during that time. Neptune will, of course, be in retrograde. So it's going to vary. For some people, it's like something coming into focus. It's really what it feels like is this opportunity for the lower mind to take a break, to take a moment, like a timeout almost, so that the higher mind, the soul, can filter through information and clarity that's needed. That the chatter of the monkey mind, if you will, has prevented from really being heard. So really meditation on that day around October 2nd can yield some powerful results, I think. There's also a trine going on here with Mercury and Pluto. So yeah, there's some powerful breakthroughs, I think, for people, and some possibility for deep transformation, and some confidence that inspires some really powerful action. Let's see. On the 4th, then, after Mercury in Virgo makes these powerful alignments, it is going to shift into the sign of Libra. So our mind energy is aligning with the sun, aligning with our consciousness, our expression, our self-expression, as Mercury enters Libra. And so Mercury and Libra energy, we are charming, right? That's one thing that I don't know if I fully kind of got into when we're talking about the energies of Libra. Libra is a very charming energy because Libra understands people. It understands their motivations. It understands what they need. It understands what they want. And Libra can very much give that to people. And so just as one of the pitfalls or shadow energies of Libra is this energy of people pleasing, the other one is of manipulating people. And so we want to be aware of this as well. Libra can wear different faces and go through different extremes in the expression of their energy. So we want to make sure that we're not doing either. We want to see where we may fall into one of these and bring ourselves back into balance. Balance, of course, being a key energy as well of Libra season and Libra itself. So we're going to be looking at all the areas of our lives that require balance and how it is that we can balance them out. Remember, during Virgo season, we had this opportunity to really prioritize, to really focus, to really create those lists and those strategies and those habits that were going to prime us for success. And now, during Libra season, we have that opportunity to look at that even more deeply, and if there's anywhere where we're still unbalanced, to bring ourselves into balance and really prepare ourselves as we then move into the transformative energies of Scorpio season. So yeah, there's that charming energy with Libra as well. So we have that available to us with Mercury and Libra. There is, like we said, that energy of indecisiveness that we talked about, seeing all the angles of things and kind of being paralyzed by too much understanding, you might say. That could be an issue with Mercury in Libra. That's the way our mind's working. All right, but it is allowing us. So if we were stuck somewhere, we were stuck in an opinion, we were stuck in a belief system, we were at an impasse with somebody because we could not see their side of something, we could not see an angle of something that we needed to be able to understand, Mercury in Libra is going to assist us in finally seeing that. So we have that breakthrough of energy with Mercury in Virgo, making those powerful alignments to Pluto and Neptune the day before it enters Libra season, bringing us a level of clarity. And then we can expect that clarity to deepen, I think, as Mercury moves into Libra. What it feels like to me for a lot of people is that clarity is going to deepen, but then as we move deeper into Mercury and Libra, we're going to start overthinking. All right, so try not to do that. Mercury in Virgo, we already had plenty of that. All right, know that aha moment that you had at the beginning of October, trust that as you continue moving through these energies. Yeah, and there we go. As we move into the 8th, a couple days before the 1010 portal, we have Mercury or Mars and okay, I thought that I read that as Mercury. It's not, it's Mars, so never mind here. But we have Mars and Libra squaring Pluto and Capricorn, so there's a lot of tension there, a lot of power plays. We can always expect sort of that energy, power struggles when we have a planet in square to Pluto, especially Mars, which is this is our drive, this is our masculine energy. Also in the sign of Libra. So we have the Sun, Mars, and Mercury all in the sign of Libra right now. And no, Venus is entering Virgo, actually, the day that we have this square between Mars and Pluto. But we have, yeah, Mars, Mercury, and the Sun all in Libra. So a lot of that energy here kind of squaring up against Pluto. So we're going to see this energy of, it's really a test of how we express our assertiveness, right? And how we deal with other people and the ways that they express that, especially when it clashes or conflicts with our own. So just try to, that's definitely a day to take the high road when possible, but do not shy away from a situation simply because you don't want conflict, right? If you need to stand your ground and you need to set your boundaries, absolutely do that, because that's one of the tests of this energy, and something that, like we said, we're learning during Libra season, or that is highlighted during Libra season. Venus entering Virgo on October 8th. Venus in Virgo. She is beautiful in Virgo, right? She really shines in many ways, but she also has a lot of difficulty in Virgo because Virgo is very self-critical. It can also be very critical of others, so we may find ourselves becoming a bit more nitpicky. We might find ourselves really zeroing in on our own flaws or the flaws of other people, falling prey to perfectionism and these types of tendencies. So we want to be really careful about that. We want to be really careful that we're not creating mountains out of molehills. And we do want to really utilize this other energy as well, understanding that with Venus in the sign of Virgo, people are going to be more apt sometimes to show their affection and their love through the actions that they take. That's going to be the love language. That is the love language of Venus in Virgo. It is actions and quality time. And so we're really looking at that. People's actions are going to be speaking louder than their words, and they're going to be happy to let those actions speak for them. Just make sure that you are not extending yourselves. And there is really a focus on feeling beautiful, on health, on fitness, on all of those, especially with the Sun in Libra as well. So we're really going to be... it's like makeover season in some ways. I feel like we're gonna be nourishing. It's all about nourishing and nurturing ourselves, making ourselves and the world around us feel more beautiful. All right, and then on. Ooh, this is powerful here. On the 1010 portal, we have Pluto stationing direct in Capricorn. So that's a powerful energy, Pluto in its prime. And really, with Pluto stationing direct on the 10th, this means that within the days, really the whole beginning of October, Pluto's energy is becoming more and more pronounced because it is slowing more. And remember, Pluto's slow anyway, but it's slowing more and more each day as it prepares to station direct during the 1010 portal. So this is powerful, that energy of transformation, that slow burning flame. So really working with that energy, working away with what it is that we are clearing, releasing, letting go. Remembering that Pluto is not going to be, I believe there is one more dip back into Capricorn next year. Probably one more retrograde where Pluto goes back into Capricorn. And then Pluto's going to be squarely in Aquarius, and that the energy of Capricorn, that generation of Pluto and Capricorn, all of the energies of that are going to be completed. And check out my Pluto and Capricorn. There's a video I did on Pluto. I think it's the Pluto retrograde, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is that, where I went over in detail the dates of Pluto's these final days of Pluto in Capricorn moving into Pluto in Aquarius. Really, really powerful stuff, you guys. So we have this highlight, especially with this 10-10 portal energy as well, where we're really looking back at this time that Pluto has spent within the sign of Capricorn. And I don't have an exact date for you guys. It's been a long time. This is one of Pluto's longer transits, I do believe. So it was somewhere between 12 and 18 years, I feel like, that Pluto's been in Capricorn. 12 and 15 years. I don't know. Somebody look it up and drop it in the description box below. I'm not going to take the time to Google it right now. But Pluto's been in Capricorn for a while. So look back, look up when Pluto entered the sign of Capricorn and think about all of that time. What has transpired? How have you grown? There is a final metamorphosis that we are being asked to embrace within this year and next year. Some way that Pluto is transforming us for the better. And that's going to vary from person to person, but for a lot of us, it has to do with these Capricornian qualities, right? Pluto being in the sign of Capricorn. So it has to do with our relationship to authority, with our ability to be our own authority, right? With our own sovereignty, with our ability to show up in life, our ability to be productive, our ability to really excel, right? Capricorn is the final earth sign. It is that energy of maturity ruled by Saturn. Capricorn energy knows what it wants, knows who it is and where it's going, and is very much focused on whatever that climbing that mountain, whatever that mountain is, that is going to lead to the ultimate fulfillment and that feeling of success, that feeling of I've done it. Right? Whatever it is, that 10th house energy is what Capricorn rules, the mark we leave on the world. And so there's a powerful, when it comes to these energies of self-mastery that Capricorn represents, as well as authority, there's been a powerful transformation within us over the last, 12 to 15-ish years. So really feeling into that. This is a check-in point for that. And it's perfect that it's happening on the 10-10, which is a portal of empowerment. All right, the 1 representing assertiveness, representing leadership, melding with the 0, which represents spirit. All right, so when we come together to co-create with spirit, what gets birthed? What gets created out of that? And then this energy, of course, really paving the way for the 1111 portal, which is all about creation and manifestation, awakening, right? Awakening to a new, on a new level. And we're going to talk about that, of course, as we move toward November. And then we have Mars entering Scorpio the next day on October 11th. All right. So again, that's when it gets passionate. All right. We have Mars that represents our will, that represents our drive, our masculine energy in Scorpio, which is a scintillating sign. It is, many consider it to be a very sexual sign, a very, it's that deep, powerful, like we said, that raw, intimate energy. And so Mars in Scorpio is intense. It is driven. It is passionate, perhaps sometimes ruled by its passions, its obsessions. Scorpio energy can become fixated. It can become obsessive, jealous, possessive, all of those types of energies. Scorpio energy is deeply emotional, right? Being a water sign and being fixed water. So we want to tread lightly because people are going to be, it's kind of like that hairpin trigger kind of an energy, very similar to Mars in Aries, but honestly a bit more intense in some ways because of all of that deep emotion that Scorpio represents. It's not always, so Mars in Aries is more in your face. Mars in Scorpio can become that way, but a lot of times it's energy that's operating. See, Scorpio energy operates under the surface, but it keeps a lot repressed, a lot within, right? It doesn't like to give a lot away. But there comes a time if we're not properly expressing our emotions, right? If we're holding our cards too close to our chest, there comes a time where it's the tension of that kind of builds to a point of exploding. So we want to make sure that we are at least having somebody or some way of kind of releasing our tensions during this time. We want to make sure if we have somebody that we can confide in, that we're at least getting some of this energy out. Or I'm even feeling like taking up some kind of sport, something that gets that adrenaline going, that helps to release some of that energy. And we want to make sure that we are just spending a healthy amount of time on our passions and the things that drive us, the things that move us. But it is a really great time. Mars entering Scorpio is a really great time. It allows us to really focus our energy towards what it is that we're passionate about. So it is a beautiful energy as well. All right, let's see. On October 14th, we have the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So having that first eclipse here. And that's going to be a really powerful energy. We will get into that more as we move through that energy, of course. And remember, we have the nodes right now in Aries and Libra. South node in Libra, North node in Aries. And so we are going to have a series. We're beginning this set of eclipses that will move us through into 2024 along that Libra-Aries axis. So this is a powerful time, really beginning and initiating energies that we're going to continue moving through as we move through 2024. Kind of like a story, an unfolding story here. Let's see. October 19th, Sun in Libra conjunct Mercury in Libra. So that's a really great day for communication as well. For socializing, connecting with others. If there's any type of, say you needed to throw a charity event or a fundraiser or something like that, present a project to somebody, that would be a great day to do that. Just that day, because the next day as we move into the 20th, Mercury in Libra begins to square Pluto in Capricorn. So kind of like turning that energy on its head, and then there's that energy of tension once more. And this is where we see the shadow side of Libra energy coming out a bit. Let's see. Mercury enters Scorpio on the 21st, joining Mars. And then on the 23rd, the Sun enters Scorpio as well. And then on the 28th of October, we will have the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. And I believe that will be wrapping up the set of eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio that we began in 2022. I think it was 22 we began. I don't think it went into 21. I think 22 was when we began that. All right, you guys. That is all the energy. I want to pull a Gateway of Light Activation Oracle card to start us off here for Libra season. Let's see what wants to come out for us here. Clear. What wants to come out for us here, Libra season? What type of activations and initiations are we receiving as we move through Libra season? Whoa, we got a lot of cards coming out here. On the bottom of the deck, we have Memories of Atlantis, Spiritual Acceleration and Progression, Technology. So we have the Gaia Gateway activation. This is all about learning experience and wisdom transmissions, as well as Earth intelligence. And so during this, especially right around, I'm feeling the fall equinox in the northern hemisphere, which would be, of course, the spring equinox in the southern, as we said, the Earth is going to have a lot of wisdom to share and a lot of powerful codes that it wants to transmit to us. And so spending time out in nature and connecting with the elements, connecting with Gaia, we're going to receive a lot from her. All right, and she needs to receive from us as well. Remember, we are the satellites that this high vibrational energy is moving through in order to anchor into this planet. So we want to be out on the earth as much as possible, mixing with her, mingling with her, sharing with her, activating her as she activates us. And I feel like people during this time as well, so it's gonna be different things for different people. Some people, it's like and I am going to be sharing the roundtable that we did on Rising Phoenix Aurora's channel. I have to edit it out. I'm really slow at doing this stuff sometimes, you guys. The mysteries of the ancients, but it's very much the energy of us connecting with that energy, and any aspects of our past or concurrent lives where there's wisdom to be gained and remembered. So for some of us, this is like memories from our time in Atlantis. For others of us, this is like our time as a shaman, our time as whatever it is. It's like getting wisdom from our ancestors, but also from our own selves in other incarnations, other past lives, we would call them, for lack of a better word, working with the concept of linear time, right? And Scorpio season is where we're really looking at connecting with the ancestors, right? Connecting with the other side, especially with spirits and all of that energy as the veil becomes very thin around the end of the month, Halloween time, October. But this month, it's like connecting with your own ancient wisdom as well. And it's like we're going to access that through the earth. With the memories of Atlantis, it's going to be through working with the water element. When it comes to like our shamanic, our native roots, different things like that, those of us who have those elements within our makeup, our DNA, it's going to be the earth itself, like Mother Gaia, the ground, the dirt, the trees, the soil, that kind of an energy. Whatever it is. And we can call on our dragons as well to assist us with this, helping us to receive these wisdom transmissions. All right, what else do we have here? We have the Stargate Heart. So this is an unlocking and opening, activating of the heart chakra. Ooh, okay. And these two cards together, right? This is like the gateway within the this is like the earth, the heart of the earth energy here, which is like the 13th key. So there's like an energy here activating and connecting us with the inner earth, and also with it's like a doorway into the 5D and beyond that's opening up here. And it's not, and remember we always say the heart is the portal to the 5th dimension. It's our own hearts. It's like our hearts are activating at the same time that the earth's heart is activating as well. And there's this powerful opening of energy here. And I feel like we're establishing our connection because like we said, and check out the Lionsgate live stream that I did, where I went over this energy. I talked about it. Rising Phoenix Aurora talks about it on her channel at length, as well as in her book, Galactic Soul History of the Universe, the 13 keys or sacred laws of creation. All right, spread out all over the globe, the opening and activating of each of these keys, which with each successive Lionsgate portal since 2012. And the final key that activates in 2025 fully activates, because they're always active, but like really, really activates, is this key that has to do with the, it's essentially the key that connects us to the etheric, to the heart of the universe, to the cosmic heart of Gaia, of the universe. And it does feel like an ascension kind of an energy, right? I feel like this year with this Libra solstice, or Libra equinox we'll call it, and the 1010 portal Maybe the 10-10, maybe the opening and activation of energy between the 10-10 and the 11-11, or through eclipse season. Somewhere within these energies. All right? We'll put it that way. Our link, it's like our hearts are opening more. Our own portals, right? Us as the portal within that heart space is opening and activating more. And connecting more with, it's like the heart of the earth, her own heart portal is activating more too. And we're becoming more connected. And we're really strengthening that bridge. You see the rainbows here? We talk about ascension as the rainbow bridge. See the rainbow colors in this card as well? We're activating that connection, that rainbow bridge between ourselves and between our hearts and the heart of the planet. Which connects us to the inner earth, which connects us to the higher realms, which connects us to what we would call the new earth, right? The 5D and above earth. So this is powerful, powerful stuff. And this is why it's so important for us to connect with the physical planet right now. And as we do this, these memories will be triggered as well. Okay? Then we have Orion activation coming through with Arcturian light codes. And this is all about recalling our power, downloads that assist in our evolution. This is a rebirthing with the Orion energy here. Transformation, rebirthing, renewal. So this is powerful. This is definitely our DNA activating and unlocking to a higher potential as these heart codes are activated. And this is why it's so important to keep our energy pure, to not fall for the tricks of the establishment, right? The establishment that we're breaking down. Remember, 29 Capricorn. That want us to put things into our bodies that make us more artificial. That prevent the DNA from evolving and actually devolve the DNA. Actually make us more artificial, more inorganic, as opposed to allowing our organic crystalline templates to evolve. To really be careful what we are taking into our vessels. All right? Powerful stuff. Powerful, powerful stuff here, you guys. And I am actually going to, and I feel like with the heart chakra activation too, the heart chakra of the planet is going to be activated as well. Clear. Which is located in the UK, I do believe. I'm going to actually grab the book for a second, you guys. All right, yeah, we're going to look into this for a second here. This is, of course, Galactic Soul History of the Universe, as I said, by Rising Phoenix Aurora. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see here. I need to find the chapter on the 13 keys. Hold on if I can find the table of contents. Here we go. Oh shit. I just looked at the chapter number. I didn't look at the page number, you guys. Sorry. It's a big book. You definitely need the page numbers here. All right, so confirming here. Yeah. Okay, so in this, the way that the way that when we're looking at the sacred keys of the universe, the heart chakra is not one of the first 12. The heart chakra is actually the 13th key, which is the key that we were talking about that is going to be fully activating, opening, anchoring, whatever you want to call it, in 2025. And this is the cosmic and earth gateway, heart chakra, the sacred law of love. All right, let's see if there's anything else I want to feel here. The 13th key portal is found at the center of earth. That is our mother's infinite crystalline heart that gives all life force within, all that requires light and life on earth. The earth's gateway entering into the cosmic gateway of infinite potentials. Here the Divine Mother will envelop and embrace us in her infinite unconditional love for her beautiful fractals of creation. The 13th key and dimension is where we bridge to the infinite being of Source, the Divine Mother and Father, who are the infinity of both 0 point and infinite possibilities of dimensions. The number 13 represents the collective of all the Divine Mothers, such as Mother Mary, Isis, Nefertiti, Kuan Yin, Kali Ma, representing the infinite power of love. Therefore, it holds the potentials of both endings and new beginnings in creation. It also contains the wholeness of the creators of our universe, which are the 12 seraphim plus 1, the daughter of the flame, equaling 13. This princess is the Divine Mother Sophia and Divine Father Christo's first creation and seed of their infinite love. The very first fractal that our infinite flamed source created, which then individualized its consciousness, springing out into the vastness and mysteries of the infinity of the dark void. The first expression of the Divine Mother and her creational abilities through her sacred womb. Just as she created life within the infinite collective source consciousness, so too only her very first fractal, the princess, daughter of the flame, could create outside in the infinity of the cosmos. The reason why she is the phoenix and the daughter of the flame is because Source made her in this form and energetic makeup as the void was infinite, to ensure the protection of their first creation. She had to be made of the infinite etheric flame, which would transmute all that was inorganic or that meant harm. And then it goes on and on and on. I'll read the rest of this, actually. Source wanted to ensure that their first creation had their infinite shielding protection and infinite power, so that she would not be swallowed or consumed by whatever immeasurable darkness could have been out in the infinity of the cosmos. We see these glimpses and seeds of knowledge represented here on earth, as only the Divine Feminine can carry and birth forth life as the Divine Mother. Though always needing the seed semen of the Divine Masculine, together they create life in the farthest depths and reaches of creation. When all the above keys are achieved for individual self-growth, balanced and activated, you are able to connect to the infinite love light of the grand central heart of the cosmic and earth gateway, the 13th key, the inactive 13th DNA strand within us. We don't realize that we are working with this 13th key all day long, back and forth. When we reach and feel the deepest love for all around us, even those who have caused harm unto us or others. When you are able to find infinite love within the darkest people and places, and remembering that love is the very fabric that gives life force to this most beautiful universe. Love is what gives us the spark of creation. And love is the only bridge out of this third dimension AI inverted matrix simulation, going inward through our infinite love frequency portal of our hearts. Boom, there you go. All right. So that's the cosmic and earth gateway, the heart chakra, the key number 13. That was a mouthful. So we're beginning the opening and activation of that throughout this Libra word, sorry you guys, Libra Equinox, and moving through the 10-10 into the 11-11, it feels like. Perhaps through the rest of the year, actually, even through the 12-12, 12-21. There's a big energy that we're beginning, like this energy, this 13th key is so big, we're beginning to open it now, is what it feels like. Yeah, and key 12, which is opening next year, that's going to be a big one too, the inner earth. And that is located in UK, Ireland. Yeah, you guys, this is big stuff. This is really big stuff. And this is why, like I said, the more purer you are in heart and body and mind and soul, the more you're going to be able to experience these activations. All right, clear. If you at any point were tricked into intaking anything into your body, injecting anything into your body that may be preventing your DNA from evolving, from being able to really tap into and experience these energies, please reach out to me through aura hypnosis healing, through raw Reiki, entity removal. We are able to begin the process, assist you in beginning the process of self-healing from that, breaking the dark contracts, everything that's involved with allowing this, I mean, quite honestly, abomination to begin to occur. This is what we're here to reverse. We're here to break out of the AI inverted matrix, right? Not get plugged more deeply into it. And that is, of course, the goal of those who created an attempt to uphold this inverted matrix, right? And you guys can check out the AI Inverted Matrix live stream that I did if you want to learn more about what the AI Inverted Matrix is, who the archons are. We don't get in too deeply into how this was created. But what's important is understanding that we are within it now and we are ascending out of it. This is our time. You know, they're going to do everything they can to kind of keep us stuck in it. But we hold all the power. We hold all the cards. We just have to, we have to understand first. So we have Archangel Michael coming out with Seraphim Seraphina here. And I did pull from the, we're working with the Archangel Oracle. I think that's what it's called, Archangel Oracle now. Ha! What does this say on it? Build your bridge to source. Be an ambassador for Earth. Build your bridge to source. That's so beautiful. So Archangel Michael coming through with his beautiful sword, of course. He is always available to us when we need strength. When we need to summon our divine masculine, right? Our inner masculine. When we need to stand in our power. Of course, when we need to cut cords, cut bullshit, cut whatever it is. He is always there standing behind us, beside us, however you want to look at it. Every time that we set boundaries, every time that we cut ourselves free of a situation or a circumstance, something that is binding us, we are essentially wielding his sword. This energy of being an ambassador for Earth is interesting here. I want to just look into this for a second. If I can figure out where she would be. Here we go. Connected to the planet Neptune. Interesting. Helps to open your stellar gateway chakra. And assists you in building your Antakarana bridge to source. Her main mission is to overlight the great crystal chakra that is found between the stellar gateway and source. Here with Archangel Metatron, she oversees the intergalactic schools for this universe. When your stellar gateway chakra is sufficiently open, if you wish to serve as an ambassador for Earth, you may apply to attend her courses on the inner planes as you speak. Isn't that interesting? Or as you sleep, rather. Sorry, I'm thinking about speaking because my throat is so... There's just a lot going on in my throat chakra right now. I'm going to have to end this in a minute, because I can barely speak right now. Choosing this card suggests that you are acting as an intergalactic ambassador in your sleep or are training for this role. You may even be part of the team that advises the intergalactic council that runs this universe. You are on a path of service, and to perform the best of your ability, you are reminded to keep your energy fields pure and frequency high, just like we just talked about. To ensure your 12 chakras are clear and open, it is suggested you follow a routine of bringing high frequency energy such as the Christ light, the lilac fire of Source, or the Mahatma down through them. When you become a unified column of light, mentally reach through your stellar gateway chakra to Seraphina and let her light connect with you. That's beautiful. Yeah, I think I am going to end this. We have Archangel Samael on the bottom of the deck. Choose harmonious responses and act with wisdom and grace. And this right here is great general closing guidance for Libra season as a whole, right? We're getting that opportunity. And then Archangel Charity, give with an open heart, be generous. All right, but we're having opportunity to approach situations with grace, to develop and cultivate grace. Clear. Wisdom. Harmony within ourselves, with the earth, with the universe. Clear. We'll get more into these energies, as you guys know. And we'll do more readings as we move through Libra season. I need to go like drink some tea with honey or something. Clear. Feels almost like an attack on the throat chakra or something. We just shared some powerful information, though, some powerful wisdom and knowledge. So it makes sense that there is attempts perhaps to infringe with the throat. Remember, it's so important that we continue to speak our truth. All right, I love you. I honor you. I respect you. Everything that needed to be known, everything that needed to be spoken. Perhaps I'm actually feeling like it may not be infringement. It may be more that everything that needed to be spoken for this video has been spoken now, and I'm not meant to reveal anymore, speak anymore on anything right now. So I'm gonna trust in that. And I will catch you guys soon. If you want to book a one-on-one session with me, personal tarot reading, personal astrology reading, entity removal session, quantum healing hypnosis, past life regression session, any of the things that I offer, Belle Vespertet angel healing. My information's in the description box below, my website and my email. Please go check out my website first. Read over the different things that I offer before you email me, so that you have more of a sense of what you might want or need. Of course, you can let me know what you have going on, and we can figure that out together, what would be best for you. But it's always helpful if you have an idea of the different things that I do offer first. That's that. I have links to donate as well as a thanks button on this video. Know that every like, every share, every subscribe, every comment is as good as a donation. So thank you in advance for all of those. You guys are amazing. If you have not subscribed yet and you're still watching this video, go ahead and click the bell with the little squigglies next to it so you get all the notifications. You are part of this tribe. Welcome. I'll talk to you soon.